First step to the process is to remove the pinch bolt from the front differential slip yoke. Then we're going to remove the passenger and driver kick panels to gain access to the carrier bearing. From the passenger side kick panel, on this year vehicle it has a pinch bolt in the center link. I prefer to use a locking plier so I can twist from the driver's side. Now we're going to remove both carrier bearing mounting bolts. Slide the shafts front and back to disengage them from the front differential and rear differential to expose the bearing on the driver's side floorboard. Using a standard set of external snap ring pliers, you have to dive into the carrier bearing a little bit to remove the retaining snap ring, and then the bearing will slip right off of the drive shaft. Now we're going to remove the shafts from the right rear wheel well. Once the rear half is out of the way, the front will just slide right out of the tunnel. Once the SANDCRAFT driveline is inside the vehicle, you can now install the SANDCRAFT carrier bearing onto the stub. Now we're going to go to our Can-Am carrier bearing kit, and we're going to remove the 2 base plate mounting bolts, 2 washers, and the blue thread locker. We're going to mount the base plate to the vehicle using supplied hardware with the laser etching facing the front of the vehicle and the offset of the carrier bearing to the passenger side of the vehicle. Once the carrier bearing is in place, you can reinstall the factory snap ring. Now you can install the front half of the drive shaft and spline up the master spline and slip the front shaft all the way back to attach the very front pinch yoke. Once pressed all the way forward with small drops of blue thread locker, we can set all 4 set screws and put in our 4 backing set screws. You can now install and tighten down the carrier to base plate bolts. With small drops of blue thread locker, you can now install the race collar. You can now put on the left and right kick panels.